Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, November 15th. The year's 2021. Let's talk trading. Indicators. Magnified market price. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. The magnified market price indicator. It's one that I've modified because all it did was put the market price up here in big numbers. But I've done a few things to it. And some of you may be aware of it, and some of you may not be. The first thing you can notice here is I put what's called the GPS up here. Actually, even before we talk about the GPS, one thing I did was whatever chart you're on, it'll, so we're on the M5 chart, it'll tell you here, you're on the M5 chart, you're on the pound dollar, and the price is 134.35. Now, some of you might go, but wait a minute, what about the fifth digit? So, if you come to the inputs and you say show points, true, it'll give you that fifth digit. But it will also give you, it will then show these numbers in points too. I don't like points. I like pips. So that's why I made the default to only show the pips. Because unless you're scalping on M1 or something and you really need to be looking at that, which you can look at it down here over here, I just need to know general vicinity. So it shows it in pips. Now, the GPS. So for the day, I have the GPS set. What's GPS? It's gonna tell me where price is relative to the current daily open, today's current high, and today's current low. That's what the GPS does. It's real simple. Nothing more, nothing less. And wow, as I'm looking at this, I wish I was in a trade right now because I've been trading a pound this morning and it just got down, put in a new 3-ball, and it just bounced right back up there. So, but I'm pretty much done for the day, but I might put another trade on just because. So that's part one. That's the simplest, using it, just using the standard input. So we're 15 pips above the daily open, 24 below the close, and 23 above the current daily low. Now, what you can do, and this is where it gets kind of fun, and this is based off of some of the other systems that were out there. So for example, we can show discount. Now, you know, they say you want to buy cheap. Well, so what's the discount? The discount is you take the high price, you see what the low price is. So right now you get a 5.77% discount. That's not bad. So it's telling you, yeah, you might want to buy down at this level. And so as price goes up, the discount goes down, just to let you know that. Oh, and the reason these colors are going from red to green, if the last price is below the current price, then price is going up. And if the current price is above or below the last price, then price is going down. So that's all that this coloring is showing you. And of course, that's based on points. So the discount was one thing I added. Whoops, wrong indicator. magnified market price. And so we might want to show the fib retrace. And so the fib retrace for daily is right now 55%. See, once again, I really wanted to get in a trade down there. Would have been worth about 5 pips. And so for those who like to see the fib retrace, here you have it right here. Normally, I don't put those on the chart because if I want to see those, I usually have them in someplace else. Okay, so that goes over the fib retrace. And we've already got the GPS set to true. And you can also show the percent change. And so we've got a 0.12% change here. And that's, if I remember correctly, that's from the previous day. Oh, looks like chance to buy again right here. So now we've gone over percent change. The next one you can do is show the ATR percent from the open. So right now it's 12% away from the open. And the thing is, you can turn all those true, but what happens is it'll start painting across the screen, and it actually will run out of room because I just wanted to have it all on one line. But what you can do is you can change the font size. Whoops, hit the wrong button again. So, and there's your ATR period and the number of bars you want to count. For the calculations. Also, you can tell it which corner to put in, the y-axis and the x-axis. Font size right here, we've got it at 20. You could put it down to 12 if you want it. And then you see, then you've got a lot more space. And you can change the font type, I think. Or did I may have overridden that. Whether or not you want to change the colors. Because if you don't like seeing it flashing back and forth, the default font color here is blue. Did I do something wrong? Bid-ask color is false. Default. Now I think what I did was if it's up for the day, it's green. Or in this case, maybe if it's up for M5, it's green. Well, let's see. Let's test that out. Let's go to H4. No, it looks like it just stays green for some reason. H1. So if you're not using easy way to test it, let's just change that to black. Yeah, so I might have to go in and change the code to do a default font color in case you don't always want to use the up color when it's not changing. Must have been a reason I did that. So if you hit reset, puts everything back the way it comes. And there we have it. Oh, looks like I jumped in a trade. I'm up almost 2 pips. Now I'm only up a pip. But I'm looking at this huge return bar here. And that's what I've been playing pretty much this morning, is these return bars, because price usually likes to return to it. So here on this big green, played that one. This red one played that one to the upside. This big green, I think I played that one to the downside also. But sometimes I'll just take a pip or two because I'm really good at that. Leave some on the table because you never know what the market's going to do. And, as I always say, you have to take it before it takes it back, because the market does like to do take back sometimes. But if you look here, you can see we're kind of in this channel between 20 and 40. It's poked its head above 40 a few times. Pretty much has stayed above 20. Even though, if I remember correctly, there was, oh, I guess it's already taken it out. There was an M15 return bar I was looking at, or maybe it was M30. I remember seeing a return bar down this level that I was thinking price needs to return to, and yeah, here it is right here. And that's down to 18.9 open. So we'll see what happens. And I didn't have any questions over the weekend, so hope everybody had a good weekend. As far as that indicator, it's just something I like having on the chart. And in fact, sometimes I'll really crank the size up on a blank chart. And it's like if I'm going to be far away from the computer, I might have the font size somewhere around 60. And because I don't even care about the GPS, I just want to see what the price is. Like if I'm in the kitchen and I just want to keep looking back, of course I could set an alert, but I just like to sometimes watch the price. And you can even make it bigger than that if you want. That was 60. Make it 100. You can change the axis to say 10. And that way you can see that pretty readily. So that's the magnified market price indicator. You can get that over in the MT4 mother loads, over where I post my indicators on crestlick.com. Free to download, no donation necessary. And once again, if there's an indicator that I've written or modified that you'd like me to go over, just let me know in the comments, either here or on Crestlick, or you can even send an email and say, hey, do this indicator for me. I have questions on it, or I want to understand it better. So, fellow traders, just remember, it really doesn't matter what indicators you have on your screen, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. And once again, click subscribe, click the like, click the bell. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.